Time now for another check on your morning forecast, Henry.
Well, we are at least not going to be dealing with any rain today, so that's the good news, but the cold and breezy weather is going to be with us for our Thanksgiving, so the oven is definitely going to be helping us a lot. And if you're heading out to the turkey trot, just make sure you are bundled up and ready to go with some breezy weather this morning and also this afternoon. So cold air is still continuing to filter in from behind yesterday's cold front. Plenty of lake effect snow towards the north. So Cleveland and even near Erie, Pennsylvania, they're going to be dealing with problems today, but they're not our problems. We're just going to look at some cloud cover with a bit of some sunshine trying to peek through this afternoon, but just dealing with mainly cloudy skies with our gusty winds. And at times we'll see that up to around 20 miles per hour. But the good news is that Friday, even though we still contend with some breezy conditions, we do see some calmer weather moving back in as we start to approach late Friday night and heading into Saturday. But we still have more active weather on the way, and as the roads start to pack back up with some holiday travelers coming back home from Thanksgiving, we're going to have to contend with some rain on Sunday, and then we're tracking another system approaching the Middle Ohio Valley by the time we get into Tuesday. So overall, looking ahead, the good news here is that the next system coming in on Sunday, even though we do have the chance for some snowflakes to mix in early Sunday morning, we do have temperatures expected to stay above freezing. So you can see areas inside of that purple line, they're going to be below the freezing mark, so they're more likely to see snow. But for us, we'll deal with the showers, and that then should start to move out by Sunday evening. So then we'll be back to that dry weather once again, moving into Monday. But for Tuesday, we do have another system coming in, but the path is still being determined, which is influencing if we're going to see any rain or if there's going to be any snow in our forecast. So we'll continue to keep an eye on that for you over the next several days. But for today, breezy and cold, looking at mostly cloudy skies heading into tonight. Down into the mid-20s, but it's going to feel like we're sitting in the teens tomorrow morning. And then for your Friday, only up into the mid-30s. We do warm up a little bit for Saturday, upper 30s there, then into the 40s for Sunday. But next week, we're keeping an eye on Tuesday. Right now, temperatures in the mid-30s and then low 40s by the middle of next week, Emma Grace.